Going into my first game of my senior season with 0 offers and being the son of Aaron Donald, I have to come out here and show up. I mean, early on, these offensive linemen had no knee bend, and I was getting to that quarterback with bad intentions. As you can see, I get my first tackle for loss, and I knocked his buckles loose. And I promise you this senior season, I will be a 5-star recruit. Going into the next play, I shoot my hands and detach myself and look at the relentless effort as I go all the way across the field and tackle the quarterback. I mean, going into the next play, I knocked his offensive lineman off his rockers, and I go in for the first sack of the game. And I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. is fired up. And I mean, the ball get off that Aaron Donald Jr. has will get him to the top Power 5 schools. But with that being said, these offensive linemen couldn't guard me. They feared me all game as I go on with another sack of the game. I mean, I got so many moves in my package. I dip and rip and go all the way to the quarterback and get another sack of the game. And I'm doing so good, coach sent me to the bench, and I had 5 tackles, 3 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss. And I mean, getting a good pass rush to the quarterback. I mean, I hit the quarterback after he throws the ball, and we get an interception, and they have gave me a flag. I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. was going to let that quarterback feel him all game, and I mean, they gave me a rough in the pass. And I mean, this offensive lineman gave me a good set and gave me the boom. And I mean, that's the first pancake of my season, and that won't happen again. As you can see, I nearly miss a sack right here as I long arm this offensive lineman, get an interception, and go on to beat them 21-0. As I ended off with 5 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. Going into my second game of the season, I mean, I came out intention, started off with a sack of the game. And I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. got up like the man, and he turned up with the guys. But I mean, I was in that quarterback review mirror all game. And I mean, he couldn't get a ball off of me. Going into the next play, you cannot run the ball my way in my gap. I wrapped and rolled, and them Gator rolls are paying off. And I said, let's go. But I mean, going to the next play, I tried to hit a crossover, chopped, and I got pancaked. And Aaron Donald wouldn't be too impressed with that. But I could give you a good pass rush, and I could be a run stopper as I make another tackle for a loss. But I made sure to get up and stare him down and say, let's run that back. And I gave praises to the Most High. As you can see, for a second, I was getting drove out of club, but I detached myself and made the tackle. But it's fourth quarter, and I need to stop, and I get a good pass rush and throw my hands up in the air, and he still completes the screen pass, but he gets tackled for a loss. Our linebacker laid the boom. But like I said, you can't run that ball Aaron Donald Jr. way as I make a big hit, and he forced the fumble. But as you can see, we're going to lose that game 17-7, and I end the game off of 6 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. Aaron Donald Jr.'s third game of his senior season, I mean, he came out intense. He's going to get his first tackle for loss of the game. And I mean, he has offers coming in from everyone as he's going on to be a 5-star recruit. But he still has a lot of work that needs to be done. But as you can see, I'm dipping and ripping, and I am missing tackles all day. I mean, this was my sack. But as you can see, I go and lay the boom on the quarterback. And I mean, he did a flip, but still got the pass off. As you see, Aaron Donald Jr. is not having a too well game. I mean, he is missing tackles all day. But that comes to a stop. He shed the block instead of running back up and makes another tackle for loss. And I mean, that right there fired him up because the quarterback tried to escape, but you can't escape from Aaron Donald Jr. with another sack. And now I'm fired up as I go in with another sack of the game. We're going to win that game, and as you can see, I am now a 3-star recruit, and I ended the game off of 4 total tackles, and I've also picked up an offer from Oregon State. I have interest in Hawaii, Colorado, and Arizona. Going into Aaron Donald Jr. 4th game of his senior season. I mean, he came out intense and started it off with a sack, and it was a tackle for loss early on. And I mean, he is now a 4-star recruit, and he is moving up with all of these offers that is coming his way. But he comes free and lay the boom on his running back in his next play. I mean, he completely obliterated him and knocked his buckles loose. I mean, Aaron Donald would be proud of that because that is something he does every play. But as you can see, I hit him with a club over chop and almost had the sack, but I missed him by a tad. But I mean, look at the technique. I'm long arming this tackle, and I make another tackle on the quarterback. And I mean, my teammates are doing nothing but firing me up. As you can see, I watched film and I read this play like off the back of my hand. I mean, I dropped the interception, and I had to calm the crowd down because they were high. But why are they still running the ball to Aaron Donald Jr. side? I mean, he has another tackle for loss. I mean, this game right here will take him all the way up to the top. I mean, this quarterback tried to scramble out of the pocket, but I detached myself and make a tackle for another sack. I ended the game with 5 total tackles, and you can see I picked up an offer from my dream school, Pitt, where my dad went. And I have 3 more interest offers. Going into my 5th game of my senior season, I mean, I came out and I started off intent, starting it off with the first sack of the game. And Aaron Donald Jr. is nothing to play with as he go on to get another tackle of the game, and this is another tackle for loss. And I mean, Aaron is shooting his hand, detaching himself, and getting to that ball every play with bad intentions. And I mean, you got to hold Aaron back because it's like letting a dog off of a leash. But Aaron doesn't take his foot off that pedal as he's pushing that pocket, and he takes this quarterback off his feet and make him do a front flip. I mean, Aaron's trying to take out ACL and MCL. But I mean, it's starting to look like Aaron is not meant to be in high school. He's already ready for college as he just manhandling these boys. And as a D lineman, you should be patient because that ball will come right to you as it falls right into Aaron Donald's Jr. lap. And he gets another sack of the game, and he's far. We're going to win another game as we went 21-0, and I end the game off of 7 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. And I picked up 2 more offers from Notre Dame and Oklahoma. Going into my 6th game game of my senior season, I mean, I started off getting all blocked up and hemmed up. Our defense was rallying that ball. But as you see, going into the next play, I get a sack. And it's the first sack of the game. And I'm fired up. And I mean, that sparked the momentum for the whole game for Aaron Donald. But as you can see, this O-line hit me with a quick set and shot his hands first at me, but I still detached myself and got off that ball, and look how relentless I am. As I go on to make my second tackle of the game. Coming into the senior season, I told you Aaron Donald Jr. was coming for a spin. As you can see, going into this next play, this quarterback laid the boom on Aaron Donald Jr., but he still stopped forward progress. And I told my teammates, don't touch me. I want some more. I'm a dog. But I mean, just look at that speed on Aaron Donald Jr. He is moving to be 6'1", 278. But I collapsed that pocket with another sack. And I mean, my vision is just so amazing as I spin inside, but I fake spin and come back out, and the quarterback falls in my pocket for another sack. As you can see, he can't get away from me, and I hit him again. But we're going to win 7-0. As you can see, I'm now a 5-star recruit with 8 total tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 7 sacks. As you can see, I got 3 interest offers in Alabama, Ohio State, and Georgia. This is my first playoff game, and I mean, it's either go home or advance to the next round. I mean, I'm not going home. And starting off early, as you can see, I'm relentless to that ball. But I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. is like a magnet to that ball as he tried to hit the hole, and I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. just stuffed him up. And I told my teammates, let's go. It's time to play ball. But just when I thought things were going to get good, they pancaked me, and I mean, I was on my knees. But that didn't stop me from being relentless and showing great effort as I'm sprinting to this ball, sprint, but I missed the tackle. But every time that quarterback tried to roll out that pocket, Aaron Donald Jr. is here with his first sack of the game. As you can see, that fired him up, and they try to do a read option, and I stop all forward progress for a tackle for loss. And I mean, at this point, I'm having a field day out there as I go in and nearly missed the sack. That was mine. And I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. is leaving a lot of money out there, but we go on to win as I end the game off of 4 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. But as you can see, I received the offer from Alabama Crimson Tide, and I have 3 more interest offers. I mean, going into playoff number 2 game, Aaron Donald Jr. came out and started off intense. As we start off with a game tackle. As you can see, I throw this whole lineman off of me, and I'm relentless to that ball, and I have a boom with a big sack of the game early on. And AD Jr. is fired up. But I mean, he will show up when he needed as he go in with another sack of the game. And I mean, I feel like he might just go out and break that record today. He's just out there knocking those buckles loose. But as you can see, this tackle cannot hold me as I just lose him and go in for my 3rd sack of the game. And I mean, this quarterback can't run for me as I run to that ball. I have another tackle for loss. And I mean, I'm just obliterating this O-line as I hit him with a swim move and tackle the quarterback for loss. And going into my last tackle of the game, I tackle the running back, and we go on to win 10-0. But as you can see, I'm going to get player of the game in the game off of 6 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 assisted tackles, and 3 sacks. Going into my 3rd playoff game is either win or advance to that championship game, and I'm going to that championship game. So I mean, I came off relentless and didn't let my foot off that pedal. But I mean, this offensive lineman tried to drive me all the way to the bleachers, and I couldn't get around him and get the dip. I mean, early on, things were just not going my way. I tripped myself up when I had a clean tackle for loss, and I missed the tackle. But being a D lineman, you got to be relentless, and you got to be patient as the ball literally falls in my hand with my first sack of the game. And I mean, you got to get that edge on him. When you get that edge, you dip and rip, and as you can see, I go in for another sack of the game. I'm just knocking this quarterback's buckles loose. He's going to fill me all game, and I'm going to let him know that I am here, number 99. But as you see, going up 14-0, we started getting momentum, and as you can see, I get another tackle of the game. And I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. is such a smart player. As you can see, he's reading, but then he goes in for another sack of the game. And being a 5-star recruit, Aaron Donald Jr.'s standards are set high. But I mean, every quarterback I go against, I mean, they are going to feel that I am in their rearview mirror as I go in and he gets the ball away. But I hit him and knock them buckles loose. But as you can see, we go on to win 21-0, and I end the game off of 6 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. And as you can see, I picked up an offer from Washington State, and I have 3 more interest offers. And I mean, going into the championship game, I mean, Aaron Donald Jr. came out and started off a little slow as he missed the first sack of the game. And I mean, he wasn't trying to lose. This will put him up as a top 5 prospect in the country if he win this game. But as you can see, he stayed relentless and ran to the ball, and the running back fell down, but he gets back up, and I made the tackle. And I mean, I got back up and made sure to make him fly away. I showed no mercy. But as you can see, going into the next play, I attack my landmarks, detach myself, and make a tackle for loss in the backfield. And I mean, I got the team what they needed, a turnover down. And I mean, being from Hawaii and playing in the Hawaii Stadium, I mean, it is fired up. This crowd is fired up. But I miss another sack. Come on. But when I say I was untouched going through this hole, I was untouched as I go in for a sack of the game. I made sure to stare him down to let him know that I am here. But I told you, Aaron Donald Jr. has some speed on him as he go all the way across the field and laid the boom on this running back. 3rd down, and we need to get them off the field. And as you see, I hit him with a club over, get around him, and I go and get another sack of the game. Let's go. I mean, I ended the game off with 3 total tackles, and I pick up an offer from Wisconsin, and I have 3 more interest offers. And I mean, that is the last game, and I have to go to signing day. And I mean, without all of these offers that I have a lot of top 5 Power 5 offers. Where will Aaron Donald Jr. end up? Drop a comment down below if you know where Aaron Donald Jr. will go or where he should go.